Our very first speaker for today is one of the youngest people among. Don't let that fool you, because she has got insights that will make you rethink how to cope with today's world. Please, welcome to stage Ms. Baran Shahram.
Before I begin, I need to confess something. I wasn't supposed to be here today. Not because I didn't want to, no, but because I almost said yes to too many things and forgot to say yes to myself. I'm Baran Shahram, a 17-year-old girl who's always prepared, always involved, always on. I took on 5 AS level subjects, joined the debate team, and even student council. Yet, I still somehow found myself saying, no, miss, of course I can do it, when I got asked to do a TEDx talk right in the middle of my final exams. I mean, I wasn't always like this. I didn't always mindlessly agree to every single thing that was asked of me, no. When I was 13 years old, I received a phone call. They were offering me a spot in an international writing competition. I mean, it should have been a dream come true. I loved writing. But for once, I didn't feel excitement with my full chest at the sound of an offer. In fact, I was kind of uncertain. I wanted to choose something that was in the best interest of my comfort and not success. So, feeling puzzled, I went to my parents to ask for advice, just like any other little girl would have. They told me that it was up to me and that I should do what makes me most comfortable. So I did. I politely declined and told them, I just don't think I can take this on right now. Innocent enough, right? Not exactly. Everything shifted. I mean, my parents, they weren't angry, not exactly, but they were disappointed. And disappointment from the ones you love, it can cut deep. I mean, it can really rewire your brain. I remember feeling different that night. I felt something twist inside of me. Guilt. It was heavy, loud, and shameful. After discussing what I had done for hours, that convinced me that I should never throw away good opportunities like this, especially not when I'm skilled at what they're offering. And honestly, throughout the entire discussion, I just remember thinking one thing. I never want to feel like this ever again. And so, I made a vow to myself. A promise that I wasn't even aware I was making. Never say no, not to things that matter, not if it means letting someone down. That was the moment my mouth started saying yes before my brain could even log it. Yes to every class, every club, every leadership role. Yes to staying late. Yes to anything I could possibly do. Yes, even when I had nothing left to give. I mean, it had gotten to a point where I'd forgotten what it felt like to be in a room without tasks, or how to breathe without guilt. I had forgotten how to pause. That's when I realized my parents, they had done a lot for me. They were only doing this so I could live the best life I wanted to live. They didn't mean to put so much pressure on me. They were just doing what they knew best. They helped me become the person I am today, so I can't be mad at them for that. I remember thinking, God, how can I be a better person? So, once I started my AS year, I put on the mask that I'd been shaping since middle school. The achiever, the all-rounder, the girl who always says yes. 5 subjects, done. Student council, of course. The debate team, oh my God, absolutely. And I was proud of myself. I mean, come on, all of this at the age of 17? So, there is nothing more I wanted to do, and I was happy until I wasn't. I remember sitting in front of my laptop one time, trying to finish yet another last-minute task. I don't even remember what the task was, but I froze. Not from panic, not from stress. In fact, there was nothing going on, honestly. It was just still. My mind had gone blank. And in that moment, I remember thinking, what am I doing all this for? And that's when I realized school had taught me many things. How to write an essay, how to do an exam under pressure, how to make the most efficient revision plan. But it had never taught me to recognize that I was burning out until I already had. That made me realize something else. It made me learn about something that every single student out there has felt it to some extent. The invisible curriculum. It's in every classroom, every adult, every student, but it's not in any syllabus. It's in the way we applaud students who are constantly busy, or the way we praise perfection, but never ask about pressure. It's how we normalize exhaustion and call it ambition. And that night, I didn't start levitating with this awakening, of course not. But it did something so important. It made me aware. It showed me that saying yes constantly wasn't entirely out of kindness. It was out of fear. Fear of being replaced, fear of rejection, fear of never being enough. So, from that night on, every single time that I was met with a decision, I asked myself, is this mine to carry? Am I doing this because I want to? Or am I just doing it out of guilt? And I need to be honest, I'm still not good at it. I still say yes, even though I know I shouldn't. But come on, I'm only 17. And just being able to recognize and acknowledge the decision I'm making is a huge leap towards improvement. It's the first step towards learning. And yeah, of course, the praise, it made me feel good about myself. I wanted more of it. There's no better feeling than making your parents proud, especially when they've sacrificed so much for you. But along with all the praise, I realized I've lost something else. I stopped choosing things because they brought me joy. And I started choosing things because it made me look accomplished. What if the decision I'm making costs me my sanity? You should be asking yourself the same thing. Is that worth it to you? Is that the life you want to live, where you're not comfortable in your own skin? Here's what the invisible curriculum never mentioned, or what I hope schools will start implementing into their curriculums in the near future. Being excellent is not the same as being whole. Doing everything you possibly can for others, but abandoning yourself means nothing, because you lose a part of yourself. You forget who you are. So, to all the students out there, there's only one thing I can really say. You do not have to do everything in your power to satisfy others. You do not have to forget yourself to be enough, because you already are. And don't worry, being a yes person isn't a flaw. It's compassion. It shows care, and that it's a big open heart. But even the biggest hearts have their limits. You're only human after all. And this doesn't only apply to students. It's all the adults that grew up and felt unheard throughout their whole lives. You're enough. You don't have to do everything you can. So, if you'll excuse me now, I have to head back to my room. I have an exam to study for. And this time, I'm going to study. But I'm not going to do it for approval or to prove my worth or anything like that. I'm going to study because I choose to show up for myself. Thank you for listening.